Alrighty. Any pains or injuries before we start? Good. Okay. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, and you can find all that information also on my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Intermediate Advanced Lab. It is a level 2, level 3. Please be sure that if you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations that you do modify or skip poses altogether, avoiding any kind of injuries or any perpetuation of injuries. Please make some mindful decisions about your movement practice. All right, let's sit up tall if you need to elevate, sitting up on a block or a blanket, especially if you have tight lower back or tight hamstrings or tight hips. Palms face up, fingers come back to come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. As you start to settle into your seat, rounding evenly through your seat, elongating through your spine. And let your shoulders broaden. And let your inhales even out with your exhales. And whenever you're ready, Ujjayi breath, ocean's breathing. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. Chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side, roll it center. A few more rounds at your own pace. Chin back toward the chest and pause. And then take in the opposite direction. And come back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side of you and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around. Inner rotations. Back to center again, cross your shins and take the opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Exhale, side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back to center, exhale, other side. Back to center again. Legs forward and forward fold. Take back up, swing the legs back behind you for down dog, and start to pedal out the legs, walk it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness in your down dog and walk your feet out about mat's width distance. Walk your left hand toward the center line and walk it in closer toward your feet. And then threading the right arm underneath to grab the left ankle and then pulling toward the left leg. Release, square back to center, turn the right heel in. And with your right hand, press your right heel against your right hand and raise your left leg up. And open up the hips, bend the left knee. Dharma dog split. Re-extend the left leg, step it back down to the floor, and walk it back to center. And let's come back to that wide-legged down dog. All right, and then right hand walks towards center, walk your right hand in a little bit closer. And then left hand, just thread underneath to grab the outer right ankle and then pull toward the right leg. Start to release your left hand. Turn the left heel in 45 degrees. Step on the left hand with your left heel and then raise your right leg up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee. Dharma dog split. Re-extend. Step the right foot back down and walk it back to your regular down dog. Inhale, draw forward into a plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose, walk your hands forward, forearms down, grab opposite elbows to measure off the shoulders width distance, forearms back down. Press your belly and your lower ribs down as you press your forearms down to lift your chest and gently looking forward. Keep pointing your toes actively back in space and think about pressing your belly actively toward the floor. Begin to release by drawing your elbows outwardly. Walk your hands back alongside the rib cage for child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. And take it back to down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one, arms up high. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside, 3 times. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up, bending the front knee, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Flipping your front palm for reverse. Exhale, side angle. You can modify elbow to top of the knee or right hand to the floor, left arm up. Extended side angle. Left palm face down and reach forward. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. If you want to take the full bind and you're ready for it, taking your full bind. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose and round. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping the left foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Exhale, bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bend the front knee, warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two, same thing here. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Again, modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Right arm up. Extended side angle. Right palm face down. Reach forward. Half bind. Right arm up and behind you. And if you're ready for the full bind, go ahead and take it. If you're not ready, stay in the half bind. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet out, mat's width distance. Walk your left hand in toward the center line. And then this time, left forearm comes to the floor. All right, and then turning the right heel in. Right hand to right heel. Left leg up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. And then release the crown of the head to the floor and lift your headstand variation of the pose. Re-extend the left leg. Step the left foot to the floor. Rise back up. All right, and then walk the right hand towards center. Right forearm comes to the floor. Turn your left heel in. Stepping on the left hand with the left heel. And raise your right leg up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. And then the head comes to the floor, crown of the head. Release your right leg, step it down, back down to the floor, and then coming back to regular shape of down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Lift up, gaze up. And then when you're ready, bow forward, devotional warrior. Stay in that forward fold. Release your arms to the floor. Walking your hands forward to a diagonal toward your left. And then let the head release. If this is pretty accessible for you and you can go further, it's your forearms that come down and then bow forward even more deeply. Lift the elbows back up. Walk your hands back in space to Skandasana squat. Bending your left knee, draw the seat toward the left heel. And then flexing your right foot. Once you balance, again, walk your hands forward to a diagonal and then let the head release. If you can take your forearms down, take the forearms down. Lift the elbows back up. Transitioning forward into Kundiyasana 2. Step the right foot down. Dig the right shoulder underneath. You can stay here for airplane, arms out to either side. Or if you wanted to do the arm balance, hands to the floor, pivot to your left tiptoes, kick the right leg out, chaturanga your arms, shift forward and balance. Step the left foot back down, kick the right leg up, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen your right leg, triangle pose. Right hand top the shin onto the floor, left arm up. Extended triangle, left palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. You can stay here in the half bound triangle, or if you want to work for the fully bound triangle, then bend your right knee, thread the right arm underneath to catch your hand back behind you for the full bind, and then look to lengthen out the front leg the best you can. Start to bend the front knee, releasing your binds. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside the left arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace with the other thumb on top, lift up, gaze up for ecstatic warrior. Then bow forward, devotional warrior. Stay in that forward fold and release your hands to the floor. Walk your hands out toward the right side and extend out onto your fingertips. Either stay there with your arms extended, or if you can, forearms down and bow forward even more deeply. Lift the elbows back up. Walk your hands back in, transitioning into Skandasana squat. So as you lift up, bend your right knee, draw the seat toward the right heel, and flex your left foot. Once you're steady, walk your hands out again to a diagonal. You can fully extend your arms and just bow forward here. All right, if you have a little bit more depth, you can take your forearms down and go even deeper. Starting to lift back up, transitioning back forward into Kundiyasana 2 or airplane. So as you step the left foot back down, dig the left shoulder underneath your left knee. The arms can go to either side for your airplane or Kundiyasana 2. Hands to the floor, pivot to your right tiptoes. Kick the left leg out, chaturanga arms, shift forward, and balance. Step the right foot back down, kick the left leg up, three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the left leg for triangle. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor again, right arm reaching up. Extended triangle, right palm facing down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. So again, your choice of staying in the half bind, or if you're going for the full bind, bend your left knee and thread the left arm underneath. So through the fully bound side angle, you're going to then lengthen out the left leg the best you can into fully bound triangle. Start to bend your left knee, release. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, so take your knees down. Let me give you the demo before we go into it. So, the 2 previous steps, getting the head to the floor to take the Dharma dog split. Same thing here, but this time we're going a little bit further. We're going to take the Dharma dog split, head to the floor. As you raise the left leg up, you might even take the left hand to bind to the left foot. So tricky balance. Okay? The easier variation of that is opposite hand and foot. Okay? So, easier variation, opposite hand and foot. If you want to try for the same hand, same foot, it's a lot trickier of a balance. So maybe let's try the easier version first, okay? So, down dog. Walk your right heel in, turn the right heel in, and then take the head to the floor. Adjust your left hand a little bit wider, okay? Then raise your left leg up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, and right hand to grab the left foot. Head to the floor, and then left hand to the left heel. So I think, Simon, you walk your foot too close. Yeah. All right, there you go. And then head to the floor. Left hand to left foot. Oh, actually, take the easier one first. Head to the floor, and then as you lengthen out the right leg, raise your left leg up. There you go. Then open up the hips, bend the knee, and then reach back with your right hand to grab the left foot. There you go. Actually, your hand should be down, not the forearm. You can adjust your hand a little bit wider to give you better leverage. And also, it might be easier if you turn the heel down. Because if you're on your tiptoes, sometimes it's really hard to balance. if you have the heel down, it's easier to balance. All right, so you had it here, which I think that works too if you have the forearm down. I like the hand down because I can go a little bit wider to give myself a little bit better balance. All right, good, Margaret. Okay. All right, let's release. Let's work on the second side. So come back to your down dogs first and walk it out. All right, and then turn your left heel in. Walk your right hand a little bit wider and a little bit closer. Okay, so that might be easier. Take the head to the floor. Then, as you raise your right leg up, start to lengthen out the left leg. Open up the hips, bend the left knee, and then left hand to grab the right foot and take the bind. All right, and if you're going for the harder version, left hand to left heel, raise your right leg up, open up the hips, bend the knee, and then reach with the right hand to bind to the right foot. Good, Rebecca. Good. All right, Margaret was close there. All right, let's make your way back. Down dog. Okay. Yeah, I think I left it to you guys to kind of like make the decision, and so I left there. So later on, if we have more time in other variations and you can take your own variations, you can try that again. All right, down dog, right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land the right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick the right leg up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Inhale, kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the right arm underneath your left for eagle arms. Lift up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward, up and down 3 times. Inhale, lift back up again. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Stay forward folding. If you want, just hover in space, touch your hands down or touch your forearms down. And this time, releasing your eagle arms, shift back into Skandasana squat and sit all the way down to take the full Skandasana. Left hand, grab the right ankle, side bending over the right leg. Reach your left arm overhead and grab the right foot if you can. If you cannot, just extend the left arm forward. All right, so you'll notice that this left hand to right foot positioning is your Vishva Mitrasana bind, right? We're going to try to attempt to come into a tiptoe position of this, all right? So release, come back up, and take a look. You're going to shift to your tiptoes, walk your right foot in. Dig the shoulder underneath, right hand to your floor, pick up the foot, and extend it out. You may even come to a tiptoe position if you want. All right, so from Skandasana, lift the feet. Walk your right foot in just a little bit so that you can dig the right shoulder underneath the right knee. Right hand comes to the floor. And then again, binding, left hand to right foot. Now, you can just pick up the foot and stay here. Or extend it out, thread the head underneath. right. Start to break. Take it back down. All right. And then lift back up to transition forward into Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bound side angle. And we're going to work toward a bound half moon. All right, so once you have your bound side angle, take the gaze to the floor, step the left foot in a little bit closer. Then as you start to shift the weight forward, lengthen out the right leg the best you can. Maybe you can leverage the weight and pick up the left foot. Now, if the fully bound half moon is too much for you, you can take regular half moon. All right, well done, guys. Step it back, releasing your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back plank. And let's lower all the way down to the belly. And come back to Sphinx. And take a few breaths here just to kind of slow it down and recover. And then start to take the chin over to the right shoulder and look behind you past your right shoulder. Square back to center, look over to your left. Back to center, gently looking up. And then chin toward the chest. And release, elbows outwardly, lower all the way down, and then walk it back to child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. All right, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior One. Eagle arms, wrap the left arm underneath your right. Elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward. Up and down 3 times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Stay hovering here, or touch your hands down, or touch your forearms down. Stay low, releasing your hands. Shift it back into Skandasana and sitting all the way down. We're going to take the full pose. Once you adjust your seat, left hand to grab the right ankle. Side bend over the left leg, and then reach your right arm overhead. Either just keep extending or binding the right hand to your left big toe or left foot. All right, so this is the bind of your Vishvamitrasana. All right, start to release. We're going to shift to stand on the right foot. Step the left heel in. Dig the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Left hand to floor for support. Bind the right hand to left foot. And again, just hold it here. Or if you can, thread the head past your arm. Extend the left leg out. If you want to come to right tiptoes, you can. All right. All righty. Good work. When you're ready, step it back down to the floor. Ground the back heel down. Inhale. Come up. Reverse warrior. Stretch out your left side. And then bound side angle, working toward bound half moon. So left arm underneath your left leg, right hand back behind you. Once you have the bind, gaze to the floor and hop the right foot in a little bit closer. As you then step on the left leg, straighten out the left leg the best you can, shift the weight forward, and maybe right foot comes off the floor. Coming into bound half moon, or if you need to take regular half moon, left hand come down to the floor. Alrighty, when you're ready to break, step it all the way back. Undo the binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. This time we'll take Bhujangasana. On the inhale, lift up as high as you can. Full extension of your arms if you have it. Again, look past your left shoulder this time first. Back to center, look past your right shoulder. Back to center, bend at the elbows to lower down, and then child's pose. Down dog. You can walk forward to yogic squat, you can jump forward to yogic squat, or you can come into a cactus handstand, which is basically in a handstand with frog legs, and then take a couple of breaths there. If you can suspend in space, and then land the feet to the floor in yogic squat. So if you're taking cactus handstands, all right, so make your way into your yogic squat. Yuan, yogic squat. All right, press your left arm to inner left leg, right arm up and behind you, half bind. You may stay in this half bind or thread the left arm around the left leg and take the full bind. Standing Marichi, gaze to the floor, lift the seat up slightly, walk your right foot in towards center. Then shift to stand on the right foot and pick up your left. Once you find your balance, you may stay here in a vertical line. You can bow forward halfway. You can bow forward all the way. And then finally, if you want to hook the top of the left foot behind your right heel and bend your right knee to squat, you can take this option. Make your way back up. Step the left foot back down, walk it back out, and then come back to your yogic squat. Second side, right hand to the floor, press your right tricep to the inner right knee, left arm up and behind you for the half bind. All right, so in coming to standing Marichi, you can stay in the half bind, or if you can take the full bind and work through the pose, the transition through the full bind, take it. All right, gaze to the floor, lift the hips up slightly, walk your left foot in towards center, pointing your toes forward. Then shift the weight to your left foot as you pick up the right. So this is your standing Marichyasana. You may stay here standing tall, or bow forward halfway, or bow forward all the way. And the final option is to hook your right foot behind your left and bend your left knee to squat and just stepping on the left foot to balance. Once you have a few breaths, make sure if you can, come all the way back up before you step all the way down, coming back to your yogic squat. All right, hands to the floor, lengthen out the legs. Step the feet wide about max width and just sway out your hips side to side. Come back to neutral. Bend the knees, let the feet drop a little bit, lift the head, lift the upper back, and then shift the weight back towards your heels to rise up through the strength of the legs and neutral spine. Inhale, come all the way up, extend up into a slight back bend. Come back to vertical, side bending to the right. All right, so these stretches are actually a rest. Come back up, side bending to your left. Come back up, bow forward. All right, so this time we're going to bend both knees, right hand to the inside of the right foot, left arm up and behind you, half bind. Bird of paradise. Thread the right arm underneath your right leg, circle it behind you to bind. Then gaze to your floor. Walk your left foot in towards center. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right. Standing tall here, you have the option of extending the leg if you have the flexibility, or keep the knee bent. And again, same option. Bow forward halfway, bow forward all the way. Be sure to attempt to make your way back up to standing before you release back down to yogic squat. Oh, it's not yogic squat, sorry. Standing forward bend. Releasing your binds, hands to your floor, and then just sway it out side to side. All right, come back to center. Bend both knees. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. Raise your right arm up and behind you, half bind. So again, you can take the half bind or the full bind in your bird of paradise. Threading the left arm underneath to take the bind. Once you secure the bind, gaze to the floor, walk your right foot in towards center. Then shift to stand on the right foot and pick up your left. You have the option of standing tall with the knee bent or extended. With the leg extended or knee bent, you can bow forward halfway. You can bow forward all the way. Be sure to make your way all the way back up before you come to forward fold. Step it back down, walk it back out, releasing your binds. And then again, with your hands on the floor, sway it out side to side. Back to center, bend the knees, let the feet drop a little, lift the head, lift the upper back. Shift the weight back on the inhale, rise up through the strength of the legs. And again, inhale, reach your arms up for a slight back bend. Come back to vertical, side bending to your left. Back to center, side bending to the right. Back to center, hands to the hips. Twist right. Center, twist left. Back to center, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, draw the shoulders back, lift up, gaze up. Back to neutral, releasing your hands out, reach forward, and then reach your arms back, interlace with the other thumb on top, and again, broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, gaze up. Back to vertical, releasing your hands, extend out, reach your arms forward, take the arms alongside, bend the knees, Dipipasana, firefly. So, hands to the floor for support, and then turning your heels in just a little bit, toes turned out, start to dig both shoulders underneath and behind the legs, the best you can. And then hands come back behind you, behind the heels, palms flat if you can, fingertips point forward. Then bend the elbows, draw the seat back, and then if you can balance, using your arms as a tabletop, extend the legs out to balance. You may stay in Dipipasana. If you can transition through crow into tripod headstand. Right? It's kind of rough on the wrists, right? So I have another option, iron fingers. If your fingers can bear the weight, but your fingers have to be pretty strong. Ah, yeah. They all have their different struggles. Even if you're on your fists, it might be easier for your wrists, but your knuckles get a lot of that, right? And plus, you're in a much narrower position, so it's harder to balance, right? And then your knuckles are not also completely flat, so there are a lot of different issues that goes along with that. But same thing with this one, same thing with this one, right? All right, let's start to finish up. Let's stand back up. So lengthen out the legs, bend the knees, lower the seat, lift the head, lift the upper back, and slowly standing up into standing mountain pose. Just walk your feet in, arms alongside, and let's just take a few breaths here. All right, tree pose. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Arms up and out. Once you steady your tree, you have, of course, whatever options you like. For those of you who would just like to stay here in a balance and kind of like take a rest, right? Take a long rest in your tree, you can take that. Of course, if you want your options, you can wrap the hands back behind you for the heart opener, side bending to the right. Half lotus, forward fold. So I believe last week we were working with four corners pose in the squatting position of this, right? So you're going to take ankles to knee and start to lower down a little bit. And you're going to thread the left arm underneath the right ankle and then slide the right leg over your left. Then taking the bind and thread the head past your right arm. Actually, this was a couple of weeks ago. And then we found a new transition, which is Kranchasana, releasing your binds, grabbing your right foot, and sitting right down into your Kranchasana. So you have many options there. Good. Oh, and then you can thread your arm, and then, okay. So that's an option. I see. I see. I think when I first was playing with this one, maybe I couldn't balance a little higher. Yeah, for me, I couldn't balance like this. I think that's why I decided to slide the leg here. Then for my proportions, this was easier for me to balance. You see? So same thing for you, a little bit lower. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so depending on your, I guess, flexibility, your body proportions, um, it might be easier higher up or a little bit lower. And then from there, we took the Crown Chasana. So let's everyone then make the way to Crown Chasana here. And then bending your right knee, threading the right arm underneath your right knee, and cradling your right leg. Then left hand, grab the left foot, extend up. You can grab the calves as well, and hold it here to balance. Hmm. Another shape. Okay. Thread the right foot behind the left leg, and the right hand binds to the front of the left shin for the balance. Let's see if we can turn and look behind. Good BB. All right, square back. Extend the legs forward, arms up, forward fold. So the last part was a whole lot of making stuff up as we went along. I don't know what that even looked like. All right, let's make your way back. Lift up, cross your shins, walk back, jump back, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Okay, so once you settle in a little bit, think about this one. Again, we're going to jump forward to the yogic squat. You can again go into your cactus handstand, or if you can leap from a down dog straight up to a fully extended leg, extended handstand, you can work on that. Almost. All right, hands to the floor, lift the seat, walk your feet in toward each other, and then bend the knees, let the seat drop, lift the head, lift the upper back, and make your way up into standing position. And then just taking Tadasana for a couple of breaths. Tree pose, stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Sole the left foot in the right leg. Arms up and out. And again, once you have a few breaths in, you're working through the variations of your choice, staying in tree, wrapping hands back behind you, side bending. All right, so my suggestion for today was the squatting four corners pose, Chatushkonasana. So taking ankles to knee. Right arm threads underneath the left ankle. I'm going to slide the left leg in front of the right shin. If that proportion works for you, take it. If the heel being higher of ankles to knee works better for you for your balance and your full corners, go ahead and take it. And then Kramchasana, sitting down, extend the left leg forward, binding the hands to your foot, or you can bind the hands to your calves, right? And then shifting back toward the sacrum, raise your right leg. Stay balancing here, bending your left knee. Thread the left arm underneath your left leg, and then support your left leg with your left hand. Then, right hand, grab the right calf, and then balancing here. Then, take the left foot, top of the left foot goes behind the right knee. Then left hand to grab the front of the right shin. Extend fully if you can. Continue to balance. And the right arm reaching back to twist. All right. Square back. Extend the legs forward and forward fold. Make your way back up. Cross your shins, walk back, jump back. Or if you can handstand back, try that again. All right. Left leg up for pigeon. Draw the left knee in, land the shin to the floor. Walk it back, measure out your pose, elongate through the spine, and when you're ready, make your way forward, forward fold. And then you can continue to stay here or work on any additional variations you like. You can twist in a forward fold one way or the other direction. You can come up for your binds of mermaid. If you like to invert some more, headstand forearm stand handstands. Supreme arm balance variations, or if Margaret, you want to try again the Dharma dog split binding, the harder variation. Hmm. You were close. You know what? If you walk your foot wider, maybe a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes that wider stance will give us more of a triangle, right? Yeah, it's all about playing with the proportion and where you're feeling stable, right? And so that could be different things. And so since we're doing all this stuff, remember a long time ago we were playing with this one? Let's see if you guys want to try this one. So it's very similar to the Dharma dog split, but this one is even more complicated. So head to the floor. The arm, instead of behind you, goes in front of you. It's the opposite hand in for binding, and then you shift back and lift. Right? So it's even trickier than all the other ones. If you want to try that one. Opposite hand and foot to bind, yeah. Right hand to left foot, yeah. You want to lift that leg as high up and behind you as possible as you kick it back. Good. As you kick back, you're going to shift back. Opposite hand and foot, Margaret. Right hand, left foot. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, yeah. So just keep it low until you feel like you have some level of control over it. So I'm going to try the other side now. I personally had an easier time on this side. Maybe because I've learned from the first side, right? All right, let's start to finish up. We're still on just the first side of pigeon. Those who are taking pigeon are like dying. Okay, let's make your way back to down dog and walk it out side to side. Bring that left leg back to life. So I learned that one from Edward Clark from Tripsikara Yoga. All right, once you're feeling pretty neutral and you're ready for the second side, it's the right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land the shin to the floor. Measure out for your pigeon on the right leg. Find a nice stable position, nice and even through your hips, and then make your way forward when you're ready. All right, go ahead and take your variations. Do you guys remember how to do flying ninja? All right. It's the same arm, same leg. Okay. Once you work through the first set of variations, if you want to try this one, now you can do both sides. This is flying ninja. So the right leg is drawn in, right? Swing the left leg forward. You're going to take the left arm and hook to the opposite leg, so to the left leg. Now hook it in, and then shift forward. Stay hovering. You're going to shoot the left leg out. Ideally, it should be higher though. So you want to hug the right leg into your left first and lift. And once you have that balance, shoot the left leg up. Right? Let's take both legs to your left side first. Both legs to your left side. All right? Both legs to your left side. Hook the left arm underneath your right leg, so as high up the left elbow as possible. All right? Then step both feet to the floor, hands to the floor, lift. Then hook the right leg in even more against your left arm, and then shift and extend the left leg out. So this is flying ninja. So the legs are not crossed, Simon. Yes! Keep the right heel drawing in, left leg extending out. All right, you can point the toe if you want. Just keep hugging it in. All right, once you've taken the first side, let's try the second side. So it's kind of like Ashtavakrasana, right? Except in Ashtavakrasana, it's the top leg that holds to the top of the same leg. But in Flying Ninja, it's like the bottom leg that holds onto the arm. All right, so legs over to the right side. Right arm hooks underneath your left. Try to get the leg as high up toward the elbow as possible. Step the feet to the floor, hands to the floor, lift the seat, and start to balance here. Chaturanga arms. Now hook the left leg in even more, and then lift and shoot the right leg out. So this is your Flying Ninja. Right. Almost there, Phoebe. Right? It's a very different sensation because it's the bottom leg that's holding a lot of the weight. But the top leg is doing a little bit of work too, but the bottom leg is a lot more active in this one, right? The bottom leg draws in. The top leg kicks out. So one leg is in, one leg is out. Yes, there you go. There you go. Flying Ninja. Okay. All right, so it's the right heel in for your pigeon. Walk it back to your down dog. I would imagine if you just took the regular Ashtavakrasana, you undid the cross of the legs, and then you draw the bottom leg in, it works the same way, I think. I think I just made it more complicated by doing what I did. All right. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. Take the feet down. And then lowering onto your back. For your reclined twisting, left knee draws in, left arm out to a T, and twist to the right. And take that left knee back to center. Switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Take it back to center, hugging both knees in. And once you're ready to release your legs down, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. Feet are separated, toes turning out, arms alongside the body with the palms facing up, eyes closed, let it all go. Begin to draw your breath back in, starting to move the fingers and the toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And let's take a non-dominant shin on top, even feet, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, and you can also find all of this on my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.